2022 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Eagles and the Lions, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
He's got the first down and more past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A big pickup there on the run. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off. Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". Looks like he's going to get a couple. his first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Well done to Steve. That out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Carter. Off play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Powering forward. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Looking to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get the 1st out here as he's up to the 14. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Carter escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Kennedy. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
The play-action fake. They'll look to... And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. And
this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so trained to get around blockers. They have a lot of
there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14th. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Now Carter looking to throw on second down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Back to throw is Carter. To throw on third down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. Right side, this is Morton. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Carter. He finds his man, complete. It's Kennedy. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they touchdown.
That's caught at the 1. the first half is winding down.
And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and 5.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Carter now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown.
From a yard or two deep.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Off the play fake. Carter. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Carter throwing on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits. kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Granted, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948. Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The tough roll, didn't you?
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. I also know this in Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Here's Carter off the play fake. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Carter on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays at that spot. Used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. 2nd and 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Carter. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That one looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
2nd down at 4.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. Set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun, Carter. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Back to throw. Carter. Flush to his right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off inside the 5.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now official.